Good morning, dear students. Wishing you all a pleasant day. Today we shall learn a new chapter in social studies, that is caring for others. Let us learn it together. I give you time to open page 31, chapter number 6. Now, before we begin with this lesson, caring for others, let us learn what caring means. Caring is a beautiful word with a beautiful meaning. It is a form of expression. It is the way you express your love and care towards other people. Let me give you a few examples. Sharing what you have and what others need. Sharing with your neighbors, your friends, classmates, your parents, even your grandparents. Helping the poor by giving them your old good clothes and toys and food to eat. Especially in this difficult time, we have to render help to the poor by giving them food to eat. Bringing a smile. You can bring a smile on a person's face if they have a bad day. How would you do it? You can play with them. You can talk to them. You can spend your happy moments with them. Obey your grandparents, your parents. And last, birthday wishes. You can wish the other person by making a handmade card or a flower. This will show them that you love and care about them. But in today's class, we shall talk about how we can care for old people, sick people, and needy people. Let us take old people. You must be having grandparents in your house. Those who do not have, where you can find grandparents? Where can you find old people? Let us take a watch at a video now. Please pay kind attention to every statement.
Vikram was very happy. It was his grandfather's birthday. He and his parents had planned a surprise party for his grandfather. Guests had been invited and food was served. As soon as Dadaji went out for his evening walk, Vikram quickly decorated the drawing room. Dadaji thanked Vikram for his care and concern. He told Vikram that he would take him to a new place tomorrow and he should be ready by 9 a.m. Vikram was ready and waiting for Dadaji next morning. Dadaji took him to an old age home. Vikram was surprised to see so many old people living there. They all were happy to see Vikram. He talked to all of them and even read the newspaper to one of them. He decided to visit them every week with his friends. Next Sunday, Vikram and his friends visited the old age home. Though they had nurses to take care of them, the old people were happy to see the children. Sangeeta talked to an old lady and told her about her school. She helped her to take her medicines. Rahul read out a newspaper to another old lady. Aman wrote a letter that an old man dictated to his son. When they were coming back, they met Mitali on the road. She was helping a girl cross the road. The girl had a cane with her which she used while walking. Mitali told her friends that the girl could not see. After helping the girl cross the road, Mitali told her friends many interesting things. She told them that Senu was very fond of reading. She reads books in Braille.
So children, I hope you like this story. What is the story all about? It is Vikram who plans a surprise party for his grandfather. His grandfather is very happy and he tells him that he will take him to a new place and he has to be ready by 9 a.m. Vikram is all set to see his new place. So where does Dadaji take him? Dadaji takes him to an old age home. So children, what is an old age home? An old age home is a place where all elderly people live. Where old, let's take it point-wise, where old people live together. Second, they spend good time with each other. Third, they learn many skills. Some skills they know of and some skills they do not know and they learn it from each other. And last, they share their happy and sad feelings with each other. So what is an old age home? Let us revise. An old age home is a place where old people live together. Second, they spend good quality time with each other. They make friends with one another. They share their skills with one another like knitting, gardening, stitching, tailoring. So all these skills they share with one another. They have different craft activities, art activities, different games to play. These are not hard games, they're simple games to keep them fit and active. As you know, when people grow up, they become weak. They need that love, care and concern from people around them, especially from their own family members. So children, how can you show this care towards old people? When you get time, you can visit the old age homes very often. You can spend good quality time with them. They love when children spend time with them and tell them different stories about their school life, about their play life. They have a lot of fun and they have a listening ear to your stories. Children, they also like when you be like Sangeeta who can help them walk, help them with their medicines, being like Rohan who read out a newspaper to an old man, and also like Aman who writes a letter. Now in this story, Mithali helps a girl called Senu cross the road, isn't it? Who is that girl? She is blind. She tells her friends many interesting stories about her. And what did she tell her friends? She tells her friend that she is blind and she loves reading. How does she read when she is blind? They read in Braille. Children, in this story we came across this word Braille. It's a new word for you in this class. So what is Braille? It is called as Braille script. It was invented by Louis Braille. It is used by people who are blind. And it is a form of writing with raised letters. I'll ask you a few questions on these 3 points. So let us revise again. Braille script was invented by Louis Braille. If you realize, there's a word Braille in his name. So it's a clue for you to remember his name, Louis Braille. It is used by people who are blind to read and write. It is a form of writing with raised letters. I'll explain this last point with an activity now. So children, this is an example of the Braille script I just spoke about. We have learned it is a form of writing with raised letters. Now in English, we learn alphabets from A to Z. In Braille script too, we have alphabets from A to Z. But each alphabet has a code. These codes are slightly raised on the flat sheet. Now this is a flat sheet, but the codes are slightly raised. Now children who are blind, they take the help of these codes and recognize the letter. For example, A has one dot which is raised, so they feel this code and they guess the letter A. B has two dots which are raised, and after feeling the two dots which are in the position of a straight line, they recognize the letter B. C again is in the position of a sleeping line, two dots. So they feel the two dots and they recognize the letter C. D has three dots, one in a sleeping line position and the other is a straight line position. So they feel the three dots and the position of the dots and they recognize the letter D. In this way, they learn alphabets and spellings. Similarly, they have the same with numbers too, from 1 to 0. I only want you to understand that children who are blind understand letters by feeling them, and these are raised letters. So this is an example of a Braille script. So children, let us recall what we have just learned about Braille script. Who invented Braille? It's Louis Braille. What is Braille? It is a form of writing with raised letters. Who uses the Braille script? People and children who are blind. Who invented Braille? Louis Braille. What is Braille? It is a form of writing with raised letters. And who uses the Braille script? People and children who are blind. Now we shall move on to our second part, that is taking care of sick people. Sick people need that love, care and encouragement from their family members, friends and people around them. They feel better and they get better soon. Now children who are or people who are sick, what do? They go to the doctor. They visit the doctor if they have any cough, cold or fever. Now children, we are in this difficult time where we are surrounded with coronavirus. We have to visit the doctor if we have the slightest cold, fever or cough. A doctor will test you and check your fever. How does he check your fever? He uses a thermometer. This is an example of a thermometer. What do you do and how do you use it? You have to put it in your mouth or underarms so that you get a temperature, and your temperature will be visible here. If the temperature is high, the doctor will give you medicines or antibiotics that help you cool down your fever. You can even use it at home. You can ask your parents to teach you how to use a thermometer. If you cannot understand the reading, you can ask your parents to help you with the reading. But try and use a thermometer. So children, how can we take care of sick people? We have to take care of them by giving them the food they need to eat to get energy, because when you are sick, you feel weak. Always be with them, make them feel happy and encourage them to be well soon. We should also show love and care towards needy people. The word need tells you poor people. Now poor people will do work to earn a living or to earn money, so that they can get the food to eat, clothes to wear and the shelter to live in. We have to respect them because they work hard to get money. Now Mahatma Gandhi, our national leader, says we have to respect all kinds of work. No work is inferior or superior. Now in our society, we look down upon cobblers, carpenters, mechanics. That's wrong. We have to build and grow up with a mindset that all kinds of jobs are equal. We have to respect every kind of job, children. Some people do physical work, some people do manual work or skilled work, but all of them do to earn money and to have a better future. We have to value the work they do and we have to respect the workers who do that work. So, we finished with the chapter. We spoke about old people, sick people and needy people. I want you to read the chapter thoroughly to gain a better understanding. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.